Hi everybody, today I'm going to do Chatty get ready with me for the look that I'm going to do. I'm not going to come too close and scare you. I don't have the best skin and I'm not a makeup artist, but I do like to play around with makeup, so if you like to as well and you feel inspired by looks you see out there sometimes and you feel a bit intimidated by them, because I looked at this look and thought I really want to do that, but I was intimidated, but I just went for it and this is the result and I'm really pleased with it. So if you want to see me create this look and hear me waffle on while I'm doing it, then please keep on watching. Okay. So I have been inspired by somebody on Instagram. This is the photograph of their eye look and that is my attempt. Whether I can do this on that eye is the major challenge. But I really liked how it looked. I don't know what the products are, but it's Eli Marino on Instagram. Because I didn't want to just do the look and not give credit, because I wanted to do like a new series of kind of inspired, so just kind of seeing somebody's look and then doing it for yourself, not necessarily an exact copy, but doing something that suits your sort of eye shape, because everybody's eye shapes are different and everybody has different talents, and I definitely do not have this talent, but that is what I've come up with. And yeah, I mean, I'm actually really quite happy with it. I just can't believe it's turned out quite as well as it has, because sometimes when I copy a look it's like, what is that? It's just a muddy puddle of just horribleness. But I'm actually quite pleased that I've got quite the bright lid and then I've got the purple with a gradient down at the darker navy blue. And yeah. It's not to say there isn't room for improvement, but let's see if we can recreate the look with this eye. And yes, I have my panty liner on, but it's definitely made a huge difference over here because there is zero fallout on my cheek, and that's really good because some of these shadows, so these eyeshadows are powdery, particularly like Sugarpill, and I just find the darker shades in Lorac can be, I mean, you can tap the excess off, but just to kind of protect, because I have done the rest of my makeup and I don't want to have to be kind of touching up and layering, and you know, sometimes it just gets messy. So anyway, enough waffle, let's get on with this eye. Okay, so the first thing I did was used MAC's Milk White pencil, the chromagraphic pencil. I think I want to get, there's the chromagraphic gel liner, Chromalines I think they're called, and you get them in white, and I definitely want to get one of those because I think it would be really good as a base, because I kind of fell out of love with NYX's Milk Jumbo Stick because it got very sticky and gloopy and messy, and it's not hot in the UK, and it's just like, I don't know, I just started to not like it too much. But this has done an okay job with creating a base, because obviously with this colour here it's quite a bright colour and you want to keep it quite vibrant, so I just went in with this and I'm gonna just start. While I'm waffling, why not be doing something at the same time? I don't know why I did that eye first and left this one, because this is the eye with the poor vision. So now I don't think I'm going to get a very good job on this eye, but you know, I've done it. So we're going to live with it. And I just kind of tap that and give it a little bit of a blend and then go back in. It doesn't matter if this goes above, because the other colours that go on top of it, it's all going to go on top of it anyway. That's nothing to worry. So that just adds quite a nice sort of white base anyway. And it's, these chromagraphic pencils are really good. So that's Pure White by MAC. And then I'm going to take I was going to say a bulletproof shadow. A Sugarpill shadow from the palette that I made up. I'm super thrilled with these because I've been using them a lot. And it's my favourite white, which is Tako or Tako, which is just a flat matte white colour. Yes, I have my nails painted today. Are you proud of me? I have on something new actually. I got a new top coat and so far so good. But you know, it's only been 24 hours, so we'll see. So anyway, I'm just going to pat that on with my finger. And I just find that shadows are nicer to work on top of, because the pencil's great but it's really very creamy, so if I just pat a little bit of a loose pressed even, a powder shadow on top, I think it just makes it a bit more workable. I've got a little bit on the eye corner, but we're not going to worry about that. And then that keeps it quite vibrant. And it looks very crazy. So excuse me, let me pop that away because I've got so much on my desk, and you know me, my slight OCD, all this stuff on the desk is kind of like My favourite phrase in this house, giving me hives. This is what I usually say about Tony's room, that it gives me hives. She's a little bit messy. Not like me. Right, so I'm going to use Chlorophyll Liner by MAC. This is from the Toledo collection. It's a really nice colour. And this is kind of just going to be a base for the colour that's going to go on top, but still, it's nice and vibrant. And I'm just putting this exactly on top of the white. It's a very creamy liner, it's lovely to work with, absolutely love it. Considering getting a backup because it's a very unusual colour, but I've actually been wearing it quite a bit. I really like it, so quite tempted to get a backup of that one. I knew I was going to like it, but not that much. So now we're going to move on to a MAC shadow. Not that shadow. So from my blue kind of aqua palette, I'm going to move on to using Bitter, which is this one. I did debate with using Silly Goose, but I just think it's a little bit too light, and Bitter is like quite a vibrant sort of chartreuse colour, and it's the exact colour that I wanted to go for. And then I'm just going to pack that on top of this colour here. And really the whole thing with these kind of layers and using creams and powders together is just really to get this colour to kind of stick and stay quite vibrant. Because, as you can see, I mean, there's not a lot of it. Top that up a bit. There's not loads of it shown, but there's enough. I probably didn't even need to do this much on the lid, but I did it on this one, so I thought, well, let's just do it the same. So that's craziness there. Look at the colour on the brush. So I'm going to put that to one side because I may need to come back to that just to kind of freshen up that colour. So the next colour I'm going to go to, which is kind of this bright purple in the crease, is 2am. 2am from Sugarpill. There's two purples from Sugarpill, the other one's Poison Plum. So I'm using both Poison Plum and 2am, but 2m's slightly lighter and pinker. Yeah, I think. Anyway, I'm going to use quite a fluffy brush for that one because I want that to be quite loose and go quite high. So, just going to take a healthy amount of 2am, slightly unhealthy, and I'm just going to place that above this colour here, right down to the corner of the eye. And then I'm going to take it right across. Wind wiper shield motions. And don't be shy with the colour, don't be afraid of it, just I need to go quite wide with that because as you can see it does go quite far up here. And the great thing about these putty liners as well is that you can kind of get that straight line and kind of just work down onto that and it'll just give you that nice line. Like, you know, when I took this off I had quite a nice little line going on there. So I want to make sure I've got decent intensity on the outer part. So that's it so far. So that is the 2am colour. Now going on with another sort of crease brush, but it's just a bit denser and not quite as displayed as this one. As you can see, it's a lot wider. I'm actually going to go in with Poison Plum. And I just want to keep this mainly into this corner. And I don't know if you can see, it kind of immediately adds quite a nice little bit of darkness in there. Yep. So this just kind of gives you a nice gradient of colour, which I really quite like. Then I'm going to take an Urban Decay pencil brush. And I'm actually going to move away from the Sugarpill shadows for now. And I'm moving on to the Lorac palette. palette. So this is the Lorac Pro 2 and this is the colour Navy, which is perfect for this look. It is the perfect navy colour. It's the navy I've been searching for. So I'm just going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to take that right under the purple, right against the yellow. And then whatever's left just pulls across the eye, but mainly concentration on the outer corner. And again, more depth just added, that's all it does. But again, that's just that nice intensity here that you can see. Which I think, you know, it really adds to the look. So. And then what I did do was I took on another pencil brush, I just went into the same one in the palette, I just went into the black at the end, which I find is nice, but it's not like super duper intensity like some blacks. And then I just put that on the edge of that navy onto that vibrant colour bitter. Which just kind of adds just that little bit of intensity just here. You can see just at the edge of the navy, just got that tiny bit of black. You don't need a lot, but it really adds to like the nice sort of transition of colours. Right, then I go back to the fluffy blender because I want to take to it and just kind of tidy here. Because now we've got all the colours in. Whatever's left on the brush has just gone in to tidy just that little bit. The bit of colour coming down here, so I'm just going to go in with a white pencil. Just cancel that out a bit. Because I'm going to come in with the shimmery white out of the Lorac palette anyway. And as you can see, you've got kind of got that white there. So that's going to cover that bit up. And once you get the liner in, there's nothing to worry. So what I'll do is I'll actually put the liner in now. Just on the waterline and on the tight line, and I'm just using Zero by Urban Decay. I did actually originally use Chlorophyll and Rich Purple by MAC, but then I just decided that I thought it looked better with the all black. Okay, so onto an angled sort of liner brush, and I just want to take navy again and bring it underneath the eye. And then all I'm doing is I'm just bringing it up so that it hits with the, you know, the corner here. Navy blue running under the eye, and then it joins with the outer corner of the eye. Sorry if the camera's wobbling, that'll be Ripley. And then I just want to take this navy all the way under the eye. It's all about layering. So going back in with the pencil brush, and then again I want to go back to the Sugarpill and back to the blending brush. A little bit more of 2AM, which is that lovely purple colour that we put on the top, and just ensure that that blends nicely into the edge of the navy colour. And that's it. Right, I think we can safely move on to liner and stuff now, so I'm just going to remove that. As you can see, it leaves quite a nice line and there's shadows on there, so it has saved me some trouble. And then I'm just going to take a pencil liner, pencil brush even, and I'm just going to go back to a little bit of Poison Plum, and I'm just going to run that underneath the navy. It's just like a flash of purple underneath the navy, and it just looks really nice. Yeah, not bad. And then just going to go, like I said, back to bitter. Although I don't even need to do too much with bitter because it's actually looking okay. But I will quickly go back to bitter. Before we line, just ensure that it's kept nice and vibrant, which it's lovely. Right, so now I've got a line, but I also want to highlight above. So I'm actually going to use some more MAC shadows for that. And I'm going to use blank type because I think it's just quite a nice colour. You know, it's not a harsh sort of stark white, but I am going to use a stark white sort of highlight colour, but just to go above these colours. And I don't know if you can see straight away, it kind of just, I don't know, it just lifts that gap and just almost, you can just see more intensity of the Poison Plum. from 2AM. Just adding that lighter shadow there. And as I said, I'm going to go back to the Lorac palette because I really love this shimmery white in there. It's called Snow. This is really nice for brow highlight. And I'm just going to pop that up there. It's a nice shimmer. I think I need to go back over this side. And then I need a little detail brush, which I've just used. A little detail brush, again with Snow. And that's just going to go on the inner eye. And then what I've decided to do was, which as you can see I've done on this eye, I've kind of just brought that Snow up slightly. So it's kind of got this, like almost as if it's joined to Bitter up to kind of 2AM there. Just quite a nice little inner eye highlight. So next I'm going to put on some liner, and I actually decided to go for Black Track Fluid Line by MAC because I absolutely love this stuff. I just want a simple line. I'm no good at wings, but the navy already kind of creates sort of a wing, and there's enough going on anyway in this look. Okay, there we go. Not perfect, but I'm not a makeup artist either, so I'm just somebody who loves makeup and just having a go at recreating something or kind of creating something of my own from somebody else's look. Yeah, but that's that look and that's mine. Okay, that's the eyes done. Actually fairly happy with how that's turned out. I mean, it's dramatic, but that's okay. Sometimes we have occasion to be dramatic. So now we're going to move on. So I'm just going to use the Soleil Tan de Chanel. And I'm just going to use the Silk Finish brush, which is the 102 by Zoeva. And then I always just take that up around my temples, because I just feel like this just adds some depth and some colour to my face. And Alec usually comments when I wear this about how lovely my makeup looks. And then I take it down at the contour area and then down onto the chin area. This is not going to be my contour, but I just like to bring it down there to give a little bit of definition. It's almost still got some of its original shape there, but it's going. That just adds a nice colour. I do keep the little protector on there. I don't know if it keeps the moisture in or not, but I did contact Illamasqua actually about the little lid on the Illamasqua, and they did tell me that that is actually not for moisture, because the lid, if you put the lid on tight, then the lid will actually protect it from losing moisture, so you don't actually need that little extra lid. So it was just out of interest because I wasn't really very sure. So that is that, but I'm now going to move on to the Illamasqua in Gel Sculpt Stick in Silhouette. And I've tried the little technique where you use kind of this part of your thumb and put it on, but I don't feel like I have enough control, so I just prefer to just kind of put it on a line and then use the Neve Cosmetics contour brush and just kind of sort of buff it out a little bit. So I'm just going to do that, so just under the cheekbone. And I don't go all the way back, I just go that little bit there. I think having this heavy eye already, I don't really want to go like for a huge massive contour. But I don't know if you can see, it just gives a really nice sort of natural looking sort of hollow. And I always buff up into the bone, not down, because you're creating a hollow under this bone. If you go down, you're not creating a hollow under the bone, you're going underneath it. So you want to buff it into the bone. awesome. And I was really excited because they used my little, I did like a little written review on the Illamasqua page, and they actually used a line from it, which was top class product Illamasqua, thanks for the cheekbones. So I was like screaming when I read the email came through, and I was just, oh, it's just about the sticks and something. And then I scrolled down and saw the comments, and I was like, that sounds familiar. And then I went onto the review page and I was like, oh my god, they used what I said. I was like so chuffed because I love Illamasqua products. But this little thing is a wonder. If you want to invest in something, invest in this if you're looking for a contour product, because that is just a lovely natural contour. And it's just so easy to use. I just absolutely love it, and it's got a lovely smell. It's quite a strong smell. And I've not scrolled it all the way up. That's how much product you get. Doesn't look like a lot, but considering you just like draw a little line on your face with it, it's a lot of product, because it's going to last you a long time. And I'm quite tempted to try the blush one now, because that looks really nice, the blush one. If you suck in, you can tell you've got the right place. You can just kind of see it extends from that place that I've gone into. Something that I use, handy little tip, or not. But yeah, that's it. And then I'm going to use a new blush, and it's by Makeup Revolution. It was only £1, and it's called Now. And I just thought this looked like a really nice colour. I love trying different blushes, and it's a really sort of natural pink colour. And I'm just going to use this Oeva blush brush to apply that. Ooh, this is very pigmented. Quite nice. It's gone on. I didn't realise it was as pigmented as that, so I've used a little bit more than I was intending, but never mind. We'll just go with it. And then for highlight, I'm going to use one of these Smashbox soft lights in Tint. I've had these forever. Look how grubby, because it's kind of that rubbery packaging, but this is what this one looks like. It's really, really nice. It gives just quite a nice sort of natural sort of glow. And look, you can just see it's not too in your face, because with the eyes being quite dramatic, I didn't want to go for like this huge white highlight. But I do want to brighten up underneath the eyes, and I do want to set with the NARS powder. Wonder brush. I have to do a rave review on these as Oeva products because they're just amazing. So go on to the, I'm sure this is called Emphasize, yeah it is, Emphasize from MAC. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that under the eyes just to kind of brighten up under the eyes. And just here on top of the cheekbone. I don't know if you can see, it just makes all the difference. Just gives that quite a crispness, but it also kind of brings up those cheekbones. And then I just want to use the NARS translucent loose setting powder, and this one's in Crystal, and I just want to use that underneath the eyes just to set everything. Right, so now I'm just going to do a tiny little contour of the nose, which is something I normally don't do. Right, so I'm just going to take my CIA pencil by Urban Decay, which is a concealer, and just draw a line down the centre. I do a little line here on the chin, and a little, you know how you used to draw birds when you were little, like that. Onto the Cupid's bow. Then just blend with the fingers. Just gives you a nice highlight here. And a nice highlight down the nose. Then you can do a little bit of a contour on the nose. if you want. I don't normally do that. I'm not going to do it today in case it goes all wrong because I haven't really practiced contour in the nose. Don't really want to start here. So you could go with a very nude lip with this. I was actually going to go for quite a dramatic lip. So I had my little OCC Black Dahlia here. But I think I'm actually going to go quite nude. I think I'm going to go for Boca. But I'm going to line my lips first, and I'm actually going to go for a dark liner. So let's see how that works, because I see people doing this quite a lot and I've not tried it myself. So this is, I think this is Nightmoth liner by MAC. So I'm just going to line my lips. I don't know if it's just me because I'm a bit OCD, but I can't concentrate on a video when somebody's put their lipstick on and forgotten the corners. And not applied there. It just drives me mad. I don't know why. It's one of those things. Anyway, so I'm going to go for a bit of a natural lip, and we're going to go for Boca by MAC, and it's in the Julia Petit collection. I really like this. It's been compared to Faux, but I wouldn't say it's like Faux because I'm not a fan of Faux. Kind of a little bit of a regret because it's a bit too brown toned of a pink for me, and I'm just not into that, but I think this is more pink. It's almost a bit ombre, the darker on the outside. It's kind of, once it's rubbed together, it's kind of gone like a dusky purple. I might just put a tiny touch. I've lost a little bit of the intensity of the lip liner on the bottom. I always lose my Cupid's bow. I really don't know what that's all about. Does anybody else lose their Cupid's bow? Oh, I'm really glad I did that combo. I actually prefer that to what I was going to do, because I think the eyes already need something just a little bit calmer on the lips. But let's take the hair down. I don't think you can ever really tell what a makeup look looks like till it's gone wild. It's wild. There we go. So that's it. I really like it. That's my interpretation of that look. It is not the look because I would have no idea how to do that, because this girl is just amazing. She's got skills and amazing talent, and yeah. Because this is inspired by the look that she did, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've done it more for me and my shaped eyes, but I really like how it's turned out. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I haven't waffled too much. I do tend to waffle a lot. Illamasqua, cheekbones, love it. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you did, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.